It is. We're no more highway. We're in the street. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, we had a little bit of a siesta. Yep.
We had to start the stream for a third time.
But hey, a couple years ago we started the stream 80 times.
Hopefully you found it.
Subscribe to Boring Media. Hit that bell button, and then it'll give you the.
It'll keep reminding you, here, this is where it's at.
And every time we go live, it'll do its thing. But we got Michelle Gallegos, the Scientific and Evidence Division, Stage 18. She's the CODIS unit supervisor at the crime lab.
2 to go.
Yeah, we're in the final stretch. So there she is coming around the corner. We got
Cornell just passed to her.
Yep. And she's been 10 years in forensics and 4.5 at APD. Springfield, Ohio. She says yes, that one. I think there was some.
The Simpsons.
Well, then the dogs, the dogs, and the cats.
Ah, well, I see. That's. I'm thinking The Simpsons. You're thinking politics. It's one of them.
Yeah, Springfield, Missouri, I think, is where the Simpsons.
Oh, all right.
Any high school or college sports, cross country, in high school and college. She wants to send a shout out to all my friends and loved ones, both in Ohio and New Mexico.
Heck yeah.
Prior stages is stage 5 in 2024. She's looking for an 8:15 to 8:30 mile. I'll be training for a half marathon at Run for the Zoo in May, and then the New York City Marathon in November. I listen to my specifically curated running playlists or the MFM podcast. She's going to have a pre-race meal of baked sweet potato with black beans, mixed greens, and over-easy egg.
So I wonder if she had that like a couple of hours ago, or was that when she woke up yesterday morning, or how does that work? Because these graveyard shifts confuse me.
They do. We're in the final stretch.
I
of
mean,
this.
pre-race meal for her was like 2 in the morning. What?
Yeah, pizza and beer is her post-race meal.
There you go. I can deal with that. Someone else said that earlier too.
Her favorite call, her career moment was when CODIS hit to an arrested individual that matched to 7 unsolved sexual assault cases from the 90s.
Nice. Hey, that was probably one of my cases.
Yeah, you probably put it in. As well as testing unidentified remains case for CODIS entries.
Around 2015, I got a subpoena for a case from 1996.
I think it was 16 or 17. That's when we started doing podcasts.
Is that what it was? Yeah. I remember joking about that. It's like, really? But they must have made a deal somewhere at the last minute, because they never did follow up with that.
And any additional information, motivational message? Thank you to everyone awake and watching at this unnatural hour.
It is an unnatural hour. Finally we agree on something.
And your support is very much appreciated by the entire team. To my husband, oh boy, here I go running again.
I love it.
And then we got a BCSO 01. We got Leslie Tharp.
We're going back and forth debating whether they're in front of us or in back of us. It's confusing.
She's a South Watch, years of service 5. Prior law enforcement career her hometown prior is Laguna Pueblo. She played volleyball and basketball. Shout out to DJ Velasquez of New Mexico State Police. She ran 2 years ago. Don't remember the miles of the stage. She's hoping.
I remember that. We were there for this. We were there for that.
Yeah, 750 would be happy, and with anything below 830. Have you done? She's done several half marathons and bodybuilding competitions. Combo is the spice of life. Is her music In-N-Out Burger? So she's In-N-Out fan.
There you go.
Yeah. So she is gonna go to a buffet post race. So that's gonna be exciting. There's a couple buffets in Vegas.
There's just a couple.
They kind of died off with COVID. And she doesn't remember any particular call of service. And we live life off free will. And what that free will we choose to train and represent our family at BCSO.
Here she is.
Well, I think that's Michelle Gallegos, our APD. I don't know where BCSO is.
There's nobody directing traffic at that intersection, so hopefully they know to turn there.
Yeah.
People behind us.
Finish
They might
5
just
hours
keep-
late.
Might could just keep running straight.
So my apologies. I said Michelle Gallegos. It's actually Michelle Graham. So that's me.
Oh. Sorry about that. Those related friends, fans, and family, we really screwed that up.
It's the late hour. It's
Michelle
unnatural.
Graham. Yeah, it is an unnatural hour. There was a disclaimer. She even said it herself.
So we're
Trying to give Michelle Gallegos credit for something Michelle Graham did. But we're moving right along.
and she has flashlights on her
She
shoes.
got
I
some
like
cool
it.
shoes, yeah.
Yeah. I need to buy a pair of those just around the house. Going to the bathroom, no problem.
Fascinate the family.
We got 2 more runners after this, and then it's
Curtains.
Kurt, and then we're
Oh, that's bedtime.
yeah. Everybody else has had natural sleep.
Yeah, remember when we started this and we were so full of energy, saying this moment would come,
Yeah, here we are.
and here we are, heading into Vegas. I think we're in the Vegas city limits.
We're in the Metro Patrol area, right? Las Vegas Metro, is that?
Yeah, they are a metro, but I don't know if we're in southwest part of Vegas, but I don't know if we're actually in what city we're in.
Eli says bedtime. It's more like day drinking.
Oh, jeez. That sounds like something Eli would say.
Yep. So quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
What's that front camera looking at? The ditch? Or is it frozen?
It may have gone offline when we had a little bit of an internet connectivity issue. There goes Michelle. Run, Michelle, run.
Coming right at us. She got up on the sidewalk. She likes that concrete instead of the asphalt. Runners do have their preferences. Some like dirt, sand, concrete, asphalt. She's choosing the concrete sidewalk.
Where the sidewalk ends, that Shel Silverstein book.
There you go. Shel Silverstein.
What time does In-N-Out open? I have.
Yeah, we're
hold
not.
on. Well, we got internet, so let's check this out.
Probably 24/7.
They possibly are. 10:30 a.m. Yeah, that's crazy. That In-N-Out hasn't taken advantage of the city that never sleeps.
Well, every time we drive by an In-N-Out, there's 3 drive-through lanes, and it's down the street, so the lines are. They make Chick-fil-A look like they're
JV.
rookies.
Yeah.
So they're not hurting for hours or breakfast times.
But probably work-life balance for their employees.
Yeah, because they don't close on Sundays. They're serving every day.
Yeah, 10:30 to 12:30 a.m.
There you go. So
that's the hours.
we haven't been to In-N-Out in years. Well, this is 3 years maybe. The last time we were there we followed.
It was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, we stopped and we had.
Was that when we stopped with Hector and those guys?
Yes, and we actually met the Alaskan DPS
That's
secretary.
right.
He served under Sarah Palin.
He didn't seem to like her.
No, and we after it we Googled it, and there was some controversy.
Yep.
And you can see the city lights going into Vegas. We're
All
almost
that
done,
neon.
guys.
Yep.
She has a downhill right here, so.
The other camera freeze up. Are both frozen?
Stand. Hold on.
Sunrise to turn our cameras back to color, but we are enjoying this infrared look. Very clear, detailed, making Michelle look like a superstar in black and white. These are pictures we couldn't get in the past with our other camera system. So down to 47 degrees.
Ouch, that's cold.
That is very cold. But it's nice and
We're in
79
climate
degrees.
controlled.
Yeah. 79 degrees inside the cab of this beautiful Tahoe. Michelle's like, get out of my way. She's back on the asphalt.
She is downhill. Cornell ran this one last year. Now he's getting in his limo. His driver. Eli's not the driver right now. He's driving Eagle 1. Yeah. Yep. And the party at yep, for the award ceremonies. So we're coming up on an intersection with lots of traffic control, which is nice. There's Michelle. She's determined.
Gonna finish strong.
There we go. We got some color.
Street lights lit it up just enough.
We haven't seen long-term color in a long time.
Yeah. She was passed by Arizona FBI. She picked up her pace a little bit. These guys did do a fancy little thing up on sculpture on top with green chili Christmas lights or something. I don't know what's going on up there, but they put some work into that, FBI.
We'll take a look here. Let's see if we can zoom in. Yeah, I don't know what all that's about, but some sort of pride in their office.
Yep.
Got Morgan in the chat. He says, "What do you call a cop car getting towed?" Pulled pork.
It's went for the dad jokes.
Yeah.
Keeping it safe since the kids are going to be waking up soon.
Or they're already
Gotta
up.
keep it G.
They're already up, maybe.
So, some of them are. So early, McDonald's isn't even open yet.
Not yet. Another hour. But the shift leaders are in counting the quarters and dollar bills to go into the cash till. That was one of your first jobs, huh, Mark?
Yes, it was. I actually had to count back change. No computer gave you the answer. You had to take a class on how to open up a trash bag.
I remember you told me a story about that. You fired a guy because he didn't do it right.
Yeah. They're very strict about that. The movie, what's the Founder?
Founder, yep. With Michael Keaton.
They didn't even get into the employee handbook portion of that whole story. There was rules for everything. Very regimented company.
Hey, they're worth billions.
In real estate alone.
Navajo Nation just passed us.
Yep.
We're back to color. We get back to the early 1960s. So we've been at it for 15 hours and 30 minutes. So we started the stream about 10 minutes before the 1 o'clock start time.
Ouch.
So
no wonder I'm so tired.
Yeah. So unofficially, we're at 15 hours and 21 minutes of runtime.
Put in for overtime.
Time and a half. Our next stage is stage 19.
Yeah, baby. somewhere. What the fuck?
So we got stage 19. They go into this parking lot. We just passed the signage, and they'll pop out over here out of this bank parking lot. So we got Angie Calderon coming up.
So they're gonna pop out here somewhere.
Yes.
Here she is.
So I got to read this one. It was digitally submitted the last one.
Oh.
So Angie Calderon, she's a police officer in the Foothills Area Command. Been 6 years at it. Grew up in Albuquerque. Went to La Cueva, played high school soccer and cross country.
Yo.
Hey, so that was a porta potty visit.
For which
you
one?
have to tell your listening audience that, though.
Oh yeah, of course we do.
Yeah, well, you're live right now.
We gotta let them know what's going on. We're not.
Yeah, it sort of sucks because have you seen any 1 mile markers throughout the day?
Not very many. They're very rare.
Yeah, there was nothing coming down.
Alright, back to Angie. She wants to give a shout out to Caitlin Jarmack, who's her fiance,
Nice.
who is in the follow vehicle to assist.
Oh, how cool is that?
And then her mom, Claudette Calderon, and Alex Calderon, her brother. I remember last year her mom came into the...
Yeah, she entered the chat.
Yeah. She ran Baker2Vegas the last 3 years. She's hoping for a pace of 8:30. Last 3 years, I've been in legs that don't allow music. So she
Now you can do it if you got the bone induction.
Yes.
They got a waiver.
Yep. There's a loophole.
I don't know who's checking, but
So your pre-race meal is pasta and a 6-ounce steak.
oh, hey, steak for the pre-meal. Cool.
And then a chicken sandwich and post-race meal. And then her memorable call. You'll like this, Mark. A little CIT is involved in it. She helped an 11-year-old boy experiencing a mental health crisis to arm himself with a knife. He was making threats towards his family members, and after several hours of negotiating, she was able to talk him down and drop the knife and come out. He was taken to the hospital without incident, and she says it brings me great joy to know that I helped him using my training in crisis intervention and active listening skills.
Awesome.
And she's honored to be part of the Albuquerque Police Department team. I've been competing for the past 23 years. I hope one day to run the team to keep the tradition alive. We're gonna give a little gas price here. $3.59 here.
Yeah.
It was $5.50.
It's $5 up there at Baker.
Yeah.
California prices.
Almost $6.
Yeah, if you put premium in, it was $6. A couple of pumps said you could only get premium.
Yeah, that was a racket right there. There's Angie right there.
She is. Following Burbank.
Her mom's in the chat.
All right. We always like viewer participation. Slow down a little bit.
Your mom says, "Good job, keep going." She's in the chat.
Thumbs up. She gave you the thumbs up. Not sure if the camera caught that, but
We were out of camera view. I was sticking a microphone out, and hopefully
we have a couple blind spots, and that happened to be one of them.
Ooh, Angie is also in the National Guard. Mom's dropping in some fun
Nice
facts.
tidbits.
Yeah. So just to recap, her memorable call was disarming a kid with a knife that was making threats, and she thanks her crisis intervention and active listening skills to
Awesome.
bringing that to a peaceful end. There's Angie and color. We just got some street lights that the camera can actually see some color in the.
It's always fun.
Yes. And then she's going to take a couple snapshot photos to send her Grammy.
Nice.
That's Mom. So, Mom, last year I know we had a little technical difficulties with the saving of the feed because we went for 18 hours. But we figured it out. So save this link. You can show Grammy when she's up.
Yeah, I won't delete it this time because we learned our lesson.
So hit the bookmark on this web page right here. And we got one more leg and we're done.
That's it. Seems like we just started.
A little uphill into Vegas.
Take an easterly turn and it's all downhill from there.
So we're gonna follow Angie here and make sure that Eagle 1 is able to get in position to So there's Angie in the final. Is this the final stretch?
This is the final stretch.
Yeah. So we'll get the handoff and
then we're gonna call it, guys. We're beat. We don't have a bio for this this last gentleman. So
we'll just get the handoff and him coming out of the gate, and then we're going home.
we appreciate everyone that tuned in for either 10 minutes or 8 hours or all 17.
That's dedication. We're at the 16-hour mark right now.
Yeah. There you go. So that's a little quicker than last year. Or is it 2 years ago? I don't know. They're all running in at this time. Everything's running together. I don't even know what day it is anymore.
It is Sunday. Chick-fil-A's closed.
That's right. No chicken sandwich today.
right, guys. The next is stage 20. It's coming up.
This is it. This is the end. Stage 20.
We got a PSA coming into the chat.
Yeah, I don't believe there's ever been a PSA running before. Cornell may have to call in and fact check us on that one, but this could be the first.
Yep. So we'll get a little bit of footage of her, and then and we're beat.
And then we didn't get a bio, so we're just gonna call it. You don't want to hear dead air, silence. That's boring. So we're just gonna cut it off a couple minutes into her run.
There's Angie coming up.
She's gonna finish strong.
So Yuri has a shout out from her husband, Jet.
Oh, okay. So somebody got the memo. Thanks for joining in, Jet. Your wife gets to finish what we started many, many hours ago near Baker, California, in the middle of the desert. And it all comes down to this. You'll have to fill in some fun facts about her because she was too modest to do it herself. She's the one of 20 people that did not turn in a bio. So we got to pick on her.
One was exempt because of capacities of the job.
He normally fills it out.
Yes.
But he's working some super secret squirrel stuff this year and couldn't even show him on camera this year. But yeah, that he got the pass. But we're not to that stage yet. Angie's still in it to win it. It's just a straightaway shot all the way, the rest of the way in. We're ending at the Rio Hotel, the host hotel.
Yeah, Penn and Teller. That's where their residency is.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We are at stage 20, the final stage.
The final stage, the final countdown. We had a family member come in on the final stage participant, so we'll stay a little bit just to give some facts.
And she's off. Stage 20 is official. Starting off strong.
So we'll there she is. Running down the street.
Nice side angle.
So she was born in Los Angeles, California.
Just down the street.
Yeah. She has 3 kids.
She's married.
Married.
We're getting these facts from her
Jet.
husband.
Yep. She appeared in the show Better Call Saul, season 5.
That's something to really brag about right there.
Yeah,
That's a cool show.
did you ever work overtime on that?
I did for the first couple seasons till I retired. But I think they went 5 seasons.
I think they did. Yeah, they're all on Netflix now.
Yeah, it started out kind of slow, but it ended up being a big hit. So yeah, that's definitely something to brag about. Hopefully she got a speaking part so she gets paid forever.
Yeah, we were on a road trip here, and the comedian Bill Burr saw Breaking Bad, and he said, "I want to be in that."
Yeah, I didn't even know he was in that. These guys are concrete runners. Runner in front of us and our runner. The sky is starting to light up a little bit.
Oh, that means we're gonna see sunrise. Is that?
I think that's what's about to happen. I don't know what time the sunrise is supposed to be, but officially, but we're going to be driving right into that sun. Unless we make it to the hotel before then.
.6:19, so in 45 minutes.
So pretty much at the finish.
So I know we're kind of wrapping things up and putting in a bow tie, but we got to thank the command staff of APD. They lent the vehicles. A lot of these agencies don't. You got to rent them.
Yeah, we see a lot of rental cars, a lot of rental vans. But APD is always willing to share their fleet, and that's not cheap.
It is not, and
then they also paid for the entrance fee of like $2,500, I think they said.
Something like that, yeah. So that
normally
covers.
They have to collect that from all the participants, $120 a piece, and
yeah. Have you ever done a group project where they needed to collect money, Mark? It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's.
They have Venmo and all that, but that still is. Yeah. You got to ask.
So yep. Shout out to the command staff for allowing this to go on another year. Lieutenant Cabrera is trying hard to keep it going. Spread the word. This is a cool thing to do. Running in the desert is fun.
Plus, you get a little R&R with.
If you're lucky, you'll get to run it this time, and it's because it's only 47 degrees.
Yeah, they don't move it to middle of April or end of April, where it can get up to 100 degrees.
6:30 in Albuquerque. It's only 5:30 here.
There's a guy on a bike almost took out 3 runners.
He's not sharing the road.
We got color now. We're getting into the city because the lights are allowing a little bit of.
Beautiful.
We got breaking news. The birds, we got the birds chirping at us.
Yeah, they're saying good morning.
Have you guys been up all night? Absolutely. You know what, guys? We had a little staff meeting here. We said, you know what? We're gonna stick with it.
We can see the finish line from here.
Yeah.
Why are we gonna bail out
Yeah.
10 minutes early?
Right. Mama didn't raise no quitters.
We're gonna see it through.
I get a high five from a fellow 34. Our PSA to. I don't know what I'm saying. And there was some camaraderie right there. That's it.
He was just happy to see us.
Yeah. He gave our runner a high five. So
At this point, anyone involved in this deserves a high five.
right? Yeah, all the volunteers, everybody that put anything together, sponsors that sponsored other entities to get out here.
My watch wants to turn off sleep, and I haven't even gone to sleep yet.
It's gonna be an epic sleep.
I think so.
Then we're gonna wake up, go to the award ceremony. There's a guy that MCs it that has a golden pipes of a voice. It
Yeah,
just-
he's a local DJ here.
and out of LA, all he asks is a hotel room and a cigar.
He doesn't ask for much. We made it.
Getting close.
We're going to take a left turn and we're home.
There's the hotel. There's home base. We got a team from Texas. They got their
Yeah, I saw the flag. Can't miss it.
and here comes our runner coming around the corner. Eagle 1.
Not sure how many more trips Eagle One's going to make it out here to Vegas, but
That
it's still going. She's got to have a couple 100,000 miles by now.
yeah, but you know, it's a Chevy engine. You take care of it, it'll take care of you, right?
True story. are just 2 blocks away from the finish line.
Just a couple miles in runner speak, but a couple minutes for us.
And there it is.
There's everybody trying to get to their finish line and hotel rooms. Here she comes as she's on the sidewalk. Those volunteers are going to make sure she safely crosses. Are we turning into the...
Yep.
So what'll happen is she'll run into the convention center.
What are you doing? You have a runner? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, seven?
Yeah, right there.
Right. Okay, sorry.
Thanks. No, you're good. Thanks. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
We made it to the finish line.
we made it. There she is. She's running.
She's going to sprint to the finish.
Yep. I'd like to thank everybody that helped put this together.
Absolutely.
It takes a village of planning and everything, and
IPS, MHQ,
MHQ, ABQIT.
ABQIT, definitely.
Yeah. Finish strong. Good job. And with that concludes our broadcast. There's Cornell. He's in the.
He's
Hey,
at
wait
the
a
finish
minute.
line.
Hey, Cornell. Let's do it. There's Cornell barking out orders.
Yeah. You thought we were parking.
Yeah. So, with that being said, we'll thanks for watching. And
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. This was epic.
Oh, look at that! Look at the palm trees as we come in with
Yeah.
the sunrise. So, have a good night or good morning, and
Yeah, whatever it is.
see you next year.
Absolutely.